Much like Season 1, The White Lotus Season 2 is a huge conversation starter. But there's one part of the series that's aroused a particularly strong reaction: Portia's wardrobe. And for that matter, pretty much anything Portia does. Many viewers say Portia's style is messy and ugly. While fans have much to say, let's find out what actress Lu Richardson thinks about her character's outfits and the intense response. First up, Lu Richardson thinks fans' response to Portia's outfits is quite scary. McQuoid, the show's creator, writer, and director, moves the set from Hawaii to Taormina, Sicily, to focus on a new set of visitors vacationing at a White Lotus resort. Tanya McQuoid, played by Jennifer Coolidge, returns to the seaside village with her personal assistant Portia, played by Lu Richardson. Portia gets dragged along to Italy, hoping she'd get to enjoy the trip. Little did she know that Tanya would demand her to stay in her hotel room all day. Like Lucia and Mia, Portia is one of the few characters on a small budget, and her wardrobe reflects that. There's all kinds of hate over her fashion statement on the internet. Tanya, as we all know, is way out of her head with money, shopping without a care in the world, and making questionable decisions one after the other. While one may expect Tanya's bizarre behavior to get the most attention, it appears that Portia's activities are causing the most uproar. Haley shared her sentiments on a recent episode of Collider Ladies Night regarding all the nasty comments her character is receiving. She started by admitting that she's been really eager to share her views on the topic. The actress was aware of the Twitter discourse scenario going on and that people are, well, really opinionated about Portia's style. The actress shared that she had been reading some of the tweets and they're very scary. The 5 feet apart star said she wouldn't suggest anyone go through them, but she was quite curious to know what people were saying about her, so she couldn't resist reading them. Following up, actress Lu Richardson says Portia's style was intentional. Yes, Portia's treatment of adorable Albie, who seems to have a heart of gold, has put her in the spotlight, but fans are also busy picking on Portia's fashion choices. Twitter comments are risky territory to venture into, but Richardson was able to find the silver lining in receiving such a passionate response. At first, she was a little hurt and disappointed to see all the hate, but she soon realized it was actually quite funny and hilarious, because that's what the whole show was about. She was glad to see that people are talking about their show and amazed by how annoying they found her character. In a way, she thought it was interesting how a character can get under people's skin just with what she wears. I was like, that's so cool that this character that I got to be a part of bringing to life is making people have all these opinions. She's a fictional character and all these people are having opinions, she said in the interview. The 27-year-old artist is not on Twitter and expressed her desire to engage with the negative comments. She wanted to be a part of all those conversations and said she had so much to say. The Edge of 17 also stated that this was exactly the kind of response the showrunners had expected from the audience. She said all the character's style choices were deliberate. Her fashion was supposed to be chaotic and not make any sense. Haley said she always pictured her character wearing plain clothing, not trying to stand out and acting like a normie. What's more, Haley recalls her first fitting with costume designer Alex. While Haley had a much simpler idea for Portia's fashion, she was shocked to see trendy designer clothes. She recalled her first fitting with costume designer Alex Bovaird, who did the previous season and had also done other wonderful stuff. When she arrived at the first fitting, Alex brought the most unusual items, such as vintage treasures, quick fashion items, and just loud, crazy things. The 27-year-old remembered thinking this wasn't what she had imagined. She added that her character was so lost and struggling so hard just to be alive. So she understood how it was important to give her a unique identity so she could be pleased and excited to fit in. So she realized how her personality would be mirrored in her clothing, but in a disorganized way, as in actually putting together things that are really bold yet make no sense. The actor added that was a great idea, and she liked how it inspired the story. The HBO show's creators think designer Alex did a great job with Portia's outfits. The designer said she kept in mind the demographic of the role, so there were no pricey clothes involved. Even Portia's Versace-esque platform heels were anything but Versace. Alex shared that the character is a young girl who's trying to figure out her place in the world and experimenting with different ideas. That also means finding out what works best for her, clothing-wise. The designer said that sometimes the PA dresses a bit more dainty and sometimes more like a boy, so Alex focused on lots of thrift stores and vintage finds. Next up, Haley broke up with Fiancé Brett Dier in 2020, but kept it private. The White Lotus starlet revealed that she split up with her fiancé Brett Dier in 2020, but they chose to keep the details of their breakup hidden. Looking back on the years after they split up, Richardson explained explained on her Instagram stories why she decided to announce the news now. Richardson wrote, along with a photo of her and the 32-year-old giving each other a thumbs up. She wrote that life goes on, and they're both alive and well, as it turns out. She was so pleased that they had had the last several years to heal and grow without the internet knowing. She continued that they sort of just wanted to share it and move on for now. She also shared a message for her fans to love themselves, and life is precious. The 27-year-old actress stated that she and Dier spent a really unique part of their lives together, referring to the couple's 7-year relationship until Richardson unexpectedly proposed to the Ravenswood star in 2018. She revealed she had no notion when she woke up that morning that she was going to propose to someone. The Hollywood actress was deeply absorbed at the moment when this gut sensation compelled her to ask him to marry her, she told Cosmo. Dier also announced the news on Instagram stories, saying that the shared selfie was their first reunion since their breakup. He wrote that they split 2 years ago, but they saw each other for the first time on the day of their selfie. The Jane the Virgin star shared that they are overjoyed and grateful for the time they spent together. Not to mention, fans were confused about Hailey and Dier's relationship status. Brett met and started dating Richardson in 2012. Hailey's early credits include appearances on the Disney Channel sitcom Shake It Up and the television drama Ravenswood, where she first met Brett Dier. The cherry on top was that both critics and fans praised her performances as Casey in Columbus and Stella Grant in 5 Feet Apart. Since they announced their engagement in 2018, fans have been wondering if Hailey and Brett are still together. The duo had been dating for several years, so it seemed only natural that they should get engaged in the most unexpected yet beautiful way possible. When Hailey and Brett were having pizza at an outside strip mall, chatting and laughing like they usually did, she had the urge to ask Brett to marry her. Brett immediately agreed, and the two went out and bought branches to wrap around their ring fingers since they didn't have any proper rings. Afterward, when questioned about the proposal, Hailey stated that it surprised her as well and that she simply followed her gut hunch, which proved to be true. When asked about marriage, the actress replied that they just want to take their time. The couple was still unfamiliar with the term fiancé. It's arrogant to even pronounce it that way, they said. It's something neither of them had experienced before. They kept referring to one another as boyfriend and girlfriend. The two were set on getting married one day. Lastly, how did rumors about Hailey and Brett's breakup start? Rumors of separation began circulating after Brett and Hailey quit showing up on each other's social media platforms. Their most recent Instagram post was in November 2020, and they've not been seen together in public ever since. Nothing else indicates a likely breakup, and neither of them had commented on the different rumors when they started. The couple still appeared to be together even after the rumors. They neither denied nor confirmed that they were still engaged. Although it turns out that they choose to keep their romantic life out of the public eye, we all know how brutal the paparazzi can get. That's a wrap for this video. Do you want to know more about Hailey Richardson's upcoming projects? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you at the next one.